Okay, folks, here we are. Very excited about today. I'm going to go and look for this place that I saw on topo maps back from 1934. I punched in the coordinates, the longitude and latitude. This is only one of probably close to 20 locations that I found around my area. A very small area that I looked. So I am going to go and see if I can find this structure from back in the 1930s. That's at least that's the topo map. That means it could be clear back to the late 1800s, etc., etc. So also today I'm going to be using my GoPro. I'm not using it right this second, but I will be a little later. We're going to give that a try. All right, we'll talk to y'all later. Okay, I left my GPS, so let's give this a shot again. We'll head off into the woods and see what we can find. And with any luck, you guys will get to see me fall. Looks like this path has been traveled before. It is headed towards the lake. I think that we're headed in the right direction. It's really kind of cool. Looks like we're coming up to a ledge. This is the first time I've been here. And just kind of, the GPS just kind of shows me going back and forth. Not really headed in a straight line toward where I want to go. I may actually have a problem here. I may be on the wrong ridge. Alright, we're going to go off path and we're going to go straight across over there, down through this little valley and up through to the next side. Get to see some of my billy goat agility walking through these woods, or I'll fall, one or the other. The fall would make for good video, that's for sure. Watch out for all these thorns, crazy thorns, as you can see on the GPS. Now we're going the right direction. I should have been up on that ridge over there. Oh well, it's beautiful out here. I love this kind of stuff. I just turned the camera off, walked a few steps and turned the camera back on because that structure right there, that stack of rocks, almost looks man-made to me. I don't know if you can see it. We're gonna go check it out, see what we can see. Okay, so we have reached the spot where the GPS says that the house should be, and right now I don't see any signs of life, meaning human life anyway. So I'm going to take a look around here just a little bit and see if I can find some sort of a structure or something like that. And we'll get back with you as soon as I find something. I've just been walking around here for a few minutes, and I believe got something over here. Yeah, I got a foundation, looks like. See how it goes under the ground though? I'm not sure what happened. Bulldozer or something like that, but that is definitely the signs I was looking for. That is an old foundation right there. Yep. Kind of comes back up over the ground over here though. So maybe this right here was a cellar or something like that. I'm just going to kind of snoop around, see what I can find. I'm getting a signal here that's kind of in the trash range, but up to potentially brass. So I'm going to check it out. It's right there. Let's see if I can pick this up. Again. Set this up. Let's see if I can find it again. Since I'm out in the woods, I'm not making this really pretty. Normally I'd have this real nice. And I'd be a little more careful than that. Up under these roots. Depending on its size and depending on what it is. It could be a can. If it's a can, then it could be 15 inches down. Alright, I know that this is hard to see right here, but it is actually a hinge. It has some brass in it. That's why it came up with a decent number. Brass. I'll have to clean it up and see what it looks like, but I know it's a hinge. I can see the back of it right here, the spine of the hinge. But it looks old. That ought to be pretty cool. Old hinge, maybe. This signal sort of sounds like trash, but also kind of sounds good in a sense. So we're going to at least see what it is. It's also close to the top, so I think. Detector. But it's way too big. Oh crap. Well, so this is actually kind of cool. This is an old mason lid. Probably, I can't see any white, so it doesn't look like it had any of that porcelain in it, but it's just trash. You get these all the time. It's still old though. Still old. Mason jar. Alright, just found another one of the mason lids. This one still has the porcelain in it. It was kind of right on top. Still not really worth anything. Okay, so I just went through a whole big spiel and didn't even have my camera on. So far all I have found are mason jar lids, and after finding the ones with the ceramic in it, so that's kind of cool. But after you've found I don't know, 8 of them, then that kind of gets boring and you kind of want to move on to the next thing. But I'm going to go ahead and pause here for just a second and fade into another video, because I found the well and they put anyway, I'll just show it to you and then talk to you about it. Alright, so as I said before, all I found was a bunch of mason jar lids, but here is the original well. You can actually see, the original brick underneath there. It actually doesn't look like it's super old. And then they put the concrete over it. I suppose that they could have built the well after a while after the house, but this sucker is full of water. I'm going to jump up here real quick. There's one dead critter in there. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Probably no. Well, maybe from this other side. Yeah, see that snake down there? With his belly up, he'd fallen in there and drowned. Couldn't get out. So I'm going to get off of here before I fall in. That would be no fun. Then I'm going to go ahead and do just a little bit more metal detecting at this site. Mark it really good with my GPS, so I don't have to go, hunting for it again in the future. And but I think I'm going to go straight that way to get out of here. Should cut off a lot of my travels. Anyway, if I find anything cool, I will be back. So I am just about back to the car. Oh, the sun is right in my... There we go. Oh, there we go. The first location that I got the GPS coordinates off of a 1934 topo map actually was successful. Found the foundation, which was really cool. Metal detected, found all kinds of, well, you already know, mason jar lids and stuff like that. One brass hinge that I gotta clean up, and then we'll get a good look at it. So I came to the second site that technically should be right up there in the woods, and I could not find it. So I couldn't find any signs of a 30s type structure. I saw some bottles, glass bottles for like soda, whiskey and stuff like that from probably the 60s, 70s and newer. So that was it so far. Maybe on to the next location. We will see. If not, I'm headed home. So we'll talk to you here in a little bit. Okay, I am just about done here. I am going to show you, if you don't already know, a sure sign of a house from the past, clear up to present or whatever. But when you're looking for a house that was supposedly here somewhere in the 30s and isn't today, and I was not able to find the foundation yet. I saw one row that looked like it might be foundation, but it was so low and only one level that almost can't even say that it's foundation. But check this out. This right here, the plants, those plants right there are a sure sign, because they are not native to this area at all. They're usually planted, and I think I am standing on the road that used to go to the house. Anyway, so there you go. There was a house here somewhere. I just don't know where it is yet. I will find it. It may be straight that way. And this is probably a pretty good sign that I should probably not be here. A little bit of a buck rub there. I was out on the kayak, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, and one was up on the shore, and he saw me, and man, he started snorting. Oh, he was not happy that I was even in the water close to him. Okay, so I didn't realize that I was so close to location number 3, and there's actually another location on the other side of the road and up a little ways, but I'm not going to go there for sure. But I did want to check out location number 3 and see if I could see any kind of signs of life. And I just made a quick little cruise through here. You see the kind of brush that you're kind of whacking through to get to where you want to go. But on my way out, I just happened to find a big slab of concrete and a old cast iron pot of some sort. It looks like it used to be like coated with ceramic or whatever. Looks like it's also been shot up pretty good. So I might take a few more steps around here and then I am leaving. Crystal's wondering where I am, I'm sure.